we used to go out and pick our own fruit and
Yeah,
vegetables as children, didn't we, Marshall?
yeah,
So,
absolutely.
um, I think, we knew the old greengrocers where you'd
Yeah,
go and you'd pick what you wanted and say,
yeah,
you'd have your bag, wouldn't you? It'd all be in layers. You put your
yeah,
potatoes in first and then
absolutely.
your greens or whatever was in season. And that's the other thing. We need to get back to growing food in seasons and, a lot of these lovely, wonderful chefs that we see on telly should actually be teaching about seasonal fruit and veg and
Yeah,
how to store it and how to get the maximum
yeah,
from the fruit and veg,
yeah.
you know, and what to
Yeah,
cook.
and I'm all for pick your own. So I want to do a shout out to all the farmers out there with all these empty fields around them and at least have some for growing strawberries. Now, I'm going to tell you something now. Strawberries contain and soak in more dangerous chemicals than anything else. And it's ever so simple to grow strawberries. You can cut off the root of the strawberry and grow it in a pot. And there are some beautiful pick your own places where families go out and enjoy it for an afternoon, picking strawberries. They pick vegetables. It's not just fruit, it's vegetables as well, and get it all weighed up at the end and paid for. And then they'll maybe go and have something at the cafe. So, and that's not rocket science. You only need a barn and some tables. Good God, we used to do it as kids. We used to get cardboard boxes in our front garden and put mum's old net curtains on the boxes for tablecloths.
I know.
And we would actually, you know, get pieces of cake and biscuits, and then we'd sell them to each other for a halfpenny or a penny or sixpence or something. Um, but on a larger scale, get some tables. People love farms. Children love farms. And, to do that, start growing more veg and orchards. Oh, now that's something else. That's something else. That's a big family affair. Going and picking the apples, the pears, and all this sort of thing. And believe you me, farmers out there, you wouldn't only be making money, you wouldn't lose money, you'd be making money. But how lovely is that to see families enjoying it and bringing the children? It's lovely, absolutely lovely, Foster.
I couldn't
Um,
agree more, especially in the holidays, when you get a half term and you have the weather like we've had this last week, and we'll touch on that in a minute. But yes, what fun it is to go out out onto a field with your parents or friends and just have fun picking. And you're learning. You're actually, children are
yeah.
learning about nature as well. What butterflies, what
Oh,
caterpillars,
absolutely.
all of those things, all about the flora and the fauna in that
Yeah,
location. So, I think it's really important for children to connect in nature like that. And I must admit, one of the things that I will say is that some of the big garden centres now are doing some of that kind of stuff, so hats off to them. We need to give them credit for
yeah,
doing
yeah,
that.
give them a shout out, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, because some people are trying to diversify, and I think
Yeah,
that's one of the things, I know I've mentioned him before, but that was one of the things I think that Clarkson kind of highlighted on Clarkson's
yeah,
farm, how we kind of
yeah,
thought, "Oh, what can I do next?"